Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today here on the Minnibrunn farm. So, this cornfield, I tell you, well, ex-potato field, a little bit of a pain in the butt. I cultivated it last time to get it ready for our planting, and when I logged in today, it says it needs plowed. So, guess what I'm doing? Yes, I'm plowing. But I'm almost done. I decided I would do a bunch of it up before I started the recording. Get that passed. As you can see, it's still a beautiful day out here on the farm. Yeah, if you're a duck. Speaking of which, they got lots of puddles to swim in. Look at that. The whole back part of the property's starting to flood. Perfect. Perfect. I knew I got the place too cheap. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. So we have two fields that are ready to harvest, but of course, didn't have the angle right on that one at all, did I? There we go. Yeah, we can't do it because of the rain. We've got the cornfield down by the piggies, and then we've got our oats. Both are ready. So hopefully the rain doesn't go on for much longer than just today. Okay, that was a terribly inefficient row. It's wobbling back and forth like a speedboat in high seas. Good one, eh? My camera alarms are going off. But it's garbage day today, so I imagine it's just the neighbors taking their garbage out. Oh. I keep looking at the, like this plow leaves, I don't know if it's a plow, I suppose it's the map. But it leaves rather a strange plow texture. You get those four raised humps and then sort of that flatter pattern in the middle. Yeah, a little bit different. That's okay. That's okay. We'll have to see what the new farm sim with its new engine, how it deals with painting ground layers. Because I have noticed on this map there's very little attempt at trying to get the ground to look 3D. You know? Like from up here, that looks kind of like it has some depth to it. But even from just the level of inside the tractor, it looks perfectly flat. Alright, the last of the plowing, and it seems, well, I was going to say it seems to be getting a little brighter out. I think I'm just getting used to the dimness, because that's not a very happy sky. Oh, it looks like maybe it's starting to break over there. Well, we can hope, eh? We can always hope. So now I've got to cultivate again because, well, our planter still does not have such capabilities. I'm almost thinking maybe I'll do one one round of canola. Or maybe... Do I want to do canola? Let me park this up and then we're going to have a quick look at the crop price stuff. Okay. Crop price stuff. Well, sunflowers are good money. Really good money, actually. Even better than soybean. Alright. And sunflowers, unfortunately, though, are from the planter. Which means we still gotta cultivate. Because the planter, she will do nothing. Now I have found a pig food mixer for, well, a used one for 35,000. Now new it's almost 50k. So 35,000 for a lightly used one isn't too bad. Of course, that would leave us pretty light, you know? Pretty light indeed. Although we do still have a little bit of silage, so I mean, it's not like we'd be broke. We could quickly, you know, make 5 or 6k in silage sales. The issue I have at the moment is, I think the only place we would have that we could actually put it out by the pigs anyways. Would require getting all of the hay out of the way, because I think that one end is pretty much the only... Alright, I gotta see how many rows this actually takes up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I can go 5 rows in. Maybe a little better. Between 5 and 6. Well, I can go 6 rows in, actually. There we go. Sure. Okay, now I know. See, I do believe that's about the only space we have at the pig farm. Is right where I've chosen to dump everything. But that's why I dumped it there, because it's the space we have. So speaking of rain, I looked at our local forecast this morning, And we're actually might have a little bit of light rain coming. One, oh yeah, I really can't see these. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this guy here should about do it. Yeah, they're calling for light rain Friday and Saturday. Well, mixed rain and sun, but light rain. So that's gonna help, because I do believe since, yeah, that little heat wave we had at the beginning of the month, we haven't had any rain since just before that. Now, mind you, it rained for the last 2 weeks of June almost every day. But that's getting a couple of weeks back. And with things as hot and tindery as they are, as I've said on other summers, one of the, well, probably the biggest downfall to living where I live, and there ain't many downfalls, let me tell you, it's pretty much all upfalls, is the fact that if we ever had a wildfire here and it got out of control, yeah, we'd be pretty much hooped. Because between the two ferries, which would be the only way to get the heck out of here, well, I suppose there might be if we were really lucky and there wasn't too much smoke and stuff, we might have a working airport, but let's count it as the two ferries. There's not enough room to evacuate everybody in one go. And it takes, well, it's a 3-hour round trip, plus whatever time it takes to load and unload to get out of here heading towards the island ferry. So they'd only be able to evacuate people every 3 hours. A lot can happen in 3 hours during a wildfire. And the Vancouver one, well, the turnaround time on the first boat is not quite as bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite as bad, but it's still well over the 2-hour mark. So, yeah. I think personally I would just grab a couple of fire blankets, I do have some, and head to the closest lake. Because you can stand up to your shoulders in the water, drape the fire blanket over your head, and you'd be pretty much good to go, providing you didn't end up inhaling too much smoke. But yeah, it's kind of a freaky thing. We actually did have a fire here about a week back. Luckily, it was discovered really early, and didn't get out of hand at all. It was taken care of reasonably quickly. So, and then there's that end of it too, where that fire was, which was a place called Sliammon, which is the Indian Reserve here in town. The problem with it is it's kind of halfway out the highway to the most northern point that you can reach here in Powell River, which means anybody on the northern side of that wouldn't have been able to evacuate. So, yeah. There's that as well. It would all depend where the fire was as to how accessible either of the ferries would be. So, yeah, kind of scary stuff. So we'll just not think about it, and that'll make it better. definitely looks a lot brighter up. I wonder if the rain's going to cease and desist here. Because it doesn't show rain anymore, it shows sun and cloud on our little weather thing up there. So, yeah. We might yet get to a point of harvest. We just might. Caw. Come on, get out of the way. I know what you're looking for anyway. Worms? Must be, there's no seeds in there. Might find a couple of chunks of potatoes. No, let me guess, we're gonna have like 2 rows left or something. Oh yeah, exactly. 2 is just a guess, but apparently it was what they like to call an educated guess. No, it was just a guess. Alright, let's get this done. As we wait for the last of the rain to die off. Alright, well, we're basically right back to where I was before I turned this on today. We have a cultivated field. Well. I'm not sure if I just didn't check the last time, or if it's, as I suspect, actually didn't show it needed plowing until this login. There we go. Either way, she's a done deal now. And I think I'm going to go the long way around. Give our gear a bit of a bath before I tuck it away. Seeing as we just dredged it through an entire field of muck. Oops. Turn on my flashlight, sure. Well, the tractor didn't get too bad, oddly enough. Give weight a bit of a sprayage, looking good. Alright. Okay. Let's get this cleaned up. Looks good. There we go. Oh, oh. It's almost stopped. Just the occasional little sprinkle sneaking by. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, now let's get you switched up. That was not difficult at all. Okay. Now, just to run an even first row, I'm going to let the hired worker do it. They're just so good at running straight lines. Let's see what kind of overlap he puts on. Just curious. I'm not going to let him run this row. I just want to see how efficient he is or isn't. Ooh. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. Well, there's not a lot to follow from inside here. That's for sure. Just try and keep her straight, I guess. How'd we do? Pretty close. Ooh, we just cleared the tree. Seems to be going through things rather quickly. I mean, I know the fertilizer wasn't 100% full, but we've already used 25% of the grains. Or, well, sunflower seed, I guess. Well, I guess that's alright. We're a third of the way through, so we won't run out at any rate. Which is good, means we don't have to spend any more money on this particular crop. I have to go into town this afternoon because good old Canada Post is only pretending to make deliveries again. I happened to be on Amazon's site yesterday morning when I got a pop-up notification telling me that delivery of an item I ordered had been attempted and failed. That was at 8:15 in the morning. Now, none of my cameras had gone off because, well, nobody showed up. And then it wasn't actually until 10:30 that the mailman showed up and stuck a notice in my mailbox saying that I had to go to the post office to pick up my delivery. So, I don't know why they tell Amazon a delivery was attempted and failed, because it certainly was not. So yeah, I gotta go do their job again this afternoon. Finish delivering. Little bit of extra overlap on that one. So I will sell one trailer of oats off of that field. I'm not sure if oats is one of the grains you can offer the pigs or not. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I mean, it's a perfectly functional cereal. But yeah, I want to sell one trailer anyway, so we have a little bit of extra money. Oh, we've used 60% of our seed. Hopefully the oats is drying out a little bit. It's not full sun yet, it's still overcast. So, not a lot of evap unless it's windy, hard to tell. Trees are moving a little bit. So we got a bit of a breeze going on. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely got a good bit of a breeze. Even the flags are fluttering a tiny bit. 2 more rows. Oh, wow. Looks like we're pretty much already at the end of the episode. But, again, at least we managed to accomplish something. We've got our sunflowers planted. It has stopped raining, so we can get on with the harvests. Yeah. Yeah, either way it's going to leave a bit. So, why take a chance and not get a little bit of overlap, eh? We'll just face the realities of the fact that we need to do one more row after this, just to trim up the edge. And then she's a done deal. There we go. Let's get this bit. We used 80% of our seed. Of course, sunflowers are big seeds. And so I guess not as many of them fit in. I don't know. And we've got very little fertilizer left. But just enough. Wage payment? Who's doing what now? Pretty sure that, that there isn't anybody else doing anything else. Buggers. Couple little micro stutters. Alright, well let's put this guy away and let's call the episode here. Do hope everybody enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below. And I do appreciate all the helpful advice and stuff that does come in, so know that even if I miss answering a comment, which I try not to do, I do most definitely read them. So, and of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. There we go. Okay. That's it. So do take care of each other, folks. We will see you down here on the farm next time. Ciao for now.